Welcome to the UrbanRanch version 2.0, update 6.0. You can see in this video here that what we've really accomplished, or are working to accomplish, I should say, in the project is more than just removing the load-bearing wall of the house. It's our intention to put in a 4-story, 5-stop elevator within the home, and that requires a significant more amount of steel structural work. You can see a significant amount of planning by Chuck and the guys on a daily basis, really, trying to check, double check, kind of the old measure twice, cut once concept. And unfortunately, despite your best efforts, you're always still going to find a hang up here. As an example, they're loading this piece of steel up into place. They get it all in, and the next thing you know, Chuck goes and starts measuring things, and something doesn't seem to be working out right. Unfortunately, that piece of steel that they loaded in has to come back down, as it was exactly 2 inches too narrow. Wasn't realized until it got into place. Thankfully, Chuck figured it out quite quickly. That piece of steel now has to be taken back out of the house and the correct size piece of steel brought in. So that steel goes back in. It was all done within the course of 1 day, so it didn't slow down the project really at all. But again, just an example that despite as much planning and advanced care that we take in measuring and things, you're still going to run into hiccups along the way. The guys here, you'll see, continue to fabricate and secure in steel. And again, these pieces that you're seeing here, some of those are for the ability to remove that center wall that we're kind of looking down right here. That'll eventually become more of a craft room on the second floor. But a number of these pieces of steel that you can see welding in now, that's really to support the flooring, to allow for what's going to essentially be a wraparound staircase that'll wrap around the elevator shaft. So here's a shot from the 3rd floor looking down, and you can see that hoist system that they've used multiple times, moving it around both on the 2nd floor and up here on the 3rd floor, pulling each piece of steel into place, and then each piece being welded in together. Each of those welds, of course, we have inspected by a third-party geotech to make sure that those are full thickness welds and that we don't have any structural instability in the project. A lot of welding, especially for a residential project, but the guys are just doing a fantastic job with it. And you can really start to see the grid work coming together with the steel. That's from the 3rd floor looking down into the 2nd floor, and then from the 2nd floor looking up into the 3rd. Back on the 2nd floor here, again, we really think the guys are enjoying working on the project. Certainly, you know, at times they may question each other and kind of look each other a little dumbfounded, or say, hey, who knows who's doing what here? You know, and despite that, well, I think they're having a good time. This guy looks like he may be taking a little nap on the job, but these two still, not sure who's doing what there, but the guys are having a great time working on the project, and we're really appreciative of the work they're doing. As those pieces of steel are put into place, then new joist hangers will come in. You can see those being mounted here. The good part about the fact of we're putting in new joist hangers and with those joists is we're able to really level the floors as we go. So the floor on both the 2nd and 3rd floor there all be level straight across. Again, more a lot of work in not only that welding, but once now that structure is in place, the joists are now supported by the steel, and we can start removing some of our temporary walls. This is really the first opportunity that we've had now to appreciate the size of the space. And again, the 2nd floor that we're looking at here on the left is the side of the house that Crystal and I used to live on, and then we rented the right side of the home. And really the 2nd floor will become really the kind of our living quarters, with our bedroom, bathroom, laundry room, and closet. And again, as I said, a craft room kind of right in the foreground of this shot here. Back up on the 3rd floor, removing more of the floor joists to open up the cavity between the 2nd and 3rd floor. That'll allow for the elevator shaft, and that roof structure that you're looking at will actually be cut into in subsequent videos here to accommodate the elevator shaft and the stairs to be able to get up to the third floor while maintaining appropriate head clearance in that per code. Again, as I was explaining, just more of the welding, and you can also see the temporary stairs that have now been constructed. There's a handrail that just went in between the first and second floor. While that's been going on upstairs in the basement, the guys are still hard at work. You can see there's a little bit of water down in the basement as we've dug down more than a foot from the previous floor of the basement, putting in drain tile, as you can see here, to aid and ensure that we don't run into any type of water issues in the future. You can see those are some of the drain pipes as they're laid into place. There's a little sump pump there sucking out some of that water, and again the drain tile there, but also we have new sanitary lines that'll be run. The ground's quite hard. They use a jack there to clear out that space for the new sanitary lines to run. And again, this is now on the second floor looking towards our stairs that we used to climb up to our third floor bedroom, and those are now coming out here in this portion. And then they'll install a temporary kind of perimeter wall, so again, for safety reasons, nobody falls down from the second to the first floor. So September 1st, this is exciting. That's all that remains of the stairs that we used to walk up on our side of the home to get not only the second floor, but up to the third floor. You can see those are gone. The third floor is now completely opened up, and the new stairs are right there. So that's the temporary stair that has been built to get folks from the first floor up to the second floor, complete with hand railing. So this is, it's getting real, obviously, at this point, that the whole second floor is now open. They've rough framed in the one wall there that'll separate the master bedroom, that'll face that fireplace there in the middle of the screen. And the other side over here will be the laundry and then the master bath up close to those windows. So the steel on the interior is now complete. We have more steel that's been installed outside, and I'll show that to you next. So more to come. Well, we hope you've been enjoying these videos, and look forward to the next video for the Urban Ranch Living version 2.0.